Hey guys, it's Alexa from Burke's Nostalgia, and today I'm here with something a little bit different for y'all. During my research into some spooky stories for a Halloween series I'm working on, I've been diving into a lot of late 1800s Reading Eagle editions. It started as looking for obituaries and such, and I couldn't believe how many ridiculous articles I kept stumbling across. I find them highly entertaining, so I decided maybe I can do something with this. Maybe other people will find them entertaining too. Keep in mind, all of these were serious stories in the area at the time, many of them on the front page. Not all of them are local, but they all definitely made me say, what? Let's jump right in and see how this goes. An extraordinary case, a lady who's only been awake 20 minutes a day for an entire year. Some 23 miles distant from Knightstown, in a German settlement, there is a young woman, some 21 years of age, who is in all appearances quite dead, having been in that state for nearly 12 months past. She awakens, however, once every 24 hours, precisely at 10 o'clock at night, and will converse with the family and others for about 20 minutes, when she will again relapse into the comatose state and remain so until 10 o'clock the following night, at which hour she revives to the minute, throwing out her arms and folding her hands together and raising upon her shoulders until the spectators imagine that her bones are cracking. She remains in that laborious state for the space of 10 minutes. A singular feature of the case is the young lady recollects well if any promises have been made to her the previous night, and will be very fretful for a time if they are not fulfilled. But if things are brought to her, she makes use of none of them and eats and drinks little or nothing at all. She could never be persuaded to attempt to eat any food but 3 times during 32 days. After conversing a few minutes, this remarkable young lady will suddenly clasp her hands together, throw her arms into the same manner as when awakening, and return to the same somnolent state as before. Yeah, I'm no doctor or anything, but there's a few reasons that article seems a bit bogus. I don't think you can only eat a little bit 3 times in a month and survive, especially back then, and it didn't mention anything about her drinking water, which is even more of a necessity. So yeah, I don't know. If you have any idea what was medically going wrong with that lady, feel free to drop it in the comments. Alright, on to the next one. Here we are in 1885. Keep in mind, this one's wedged between the Republican State Convention called and city officials' May reports. Professor Riley of the Agricultural Bureau gathers the cicada, has them fried in batter, and eats them with rare relish. He thinks they would be better if stewed in milk. I spent an hour, said he, gathering them, and they were very beautiful when fresh. I took them just as the pupa began to break. They were creamy white and plump and looked good enough to eat raw, but I didn't venture. Oh, okay. You straight up fry cicadas, but eating them raw is too much of a venture for you. Got it. Theodore Parker, residing on Maple Street, had a frightful fall. He was leaning over the landing of the portico at the White House when he lost his balance and fell down on the hard ground below, among the undergrowth and rocks, a distance of about 35 feet. He rolled for quite a distance down the steep hill towards the railroad. Strange to say, he only had one of his hands slightly hurt. Ah, poor Teddy. It probably hurts worse knowing that everybody in town knows he ate shit off the portico and rolled all the way down the hill. And then there's Josh Van Reed, who literally took out an ad to tell people to stay the heck off his lawn. The river water smells bad. The Schuylkill has risen about 10 inches caused by the rain, and a correspondent reports that it smells so badly of coal oil and coal tar that people living below Reading, near the river, are complaining. Some blame the city house sewer system. The water is black with coal and dirt, and the air is laden with a disagreeable odor. Fish are trying to get into good water, and below Neversink, where the creek empties into the river, they are caught with nets by the bucketful. It's good to see some things never change. I definitely wouldn't suggest eating those fish, though. But who am I kidding? They definitely ate those fish. Thanks for watching, guys. If you want to see more stuff like this, let me know in the comments.